In this recording in our series of pocket operations, we'll be dealing with the rest material that was left over from previous operations. Now, as I had mentioned in my previous recording, this corner is a 4mm radius corner, and the tool we used was a 12-meter diameter. In other words, we'd have some excess material left in the corner. One of the ways to get rid of them, and that's the way I'm going to do it right now, is we have the option here called Save and Copy. When I click on Save and Copy, it creates a new operation, and all the information that we have inside, including the geometry and the previous tool, all that information is in here. Now, what I want to do is just use a smaller tool. So I'll go to Select, and I'm just going to quickly create a new end mill. I'm just going to leave it everything the way it is because I actually want a 6mm end mill. I'll just accept this. Let me get rid of these lines so I don't have to see them, so it doesn't disturb me. And my levels, I'll keep that as the same. And you note that it's now showing me as the material that has to be cut, my outside stock. What you see over here, let me double click over here so you can actually see it a little better. And I'll put this in the top view, and you can actually see the material, the excess material that was left in those corners. Without doing any other type of changes as far as finish goes or anything else, I'm just going to do Save and Calculate. And if I take a look at my simulation, I'll run this time in SolidVerify, and I'll just run my simulation, and you can see that it basically finished off some areas that were left over. It did not run on everything. Now, I can go back here, and there's one more option I can use for rest material. If you remember on the technology page, we have an option called rest material. If I open that up, I can simply say rest. When I have rest, I just want it to work on separate areas, and it asks me what the previous tool was. I can actually click over here and just pick the diameter of the previous tool, that particular tool, and it puts that diameter value in here. Wall offset, I can put it as 0.3 millimeters, and extend overlap, I'll put in 2 millimeters, and I'll explain in a moment what that actually does. I'll do now Save and Calculate. I'll run my simulation, and again I'll use SolidVerify, and you'll see this time it just works on those corners where the previous tool cannot go in. Now, the extend that I mentioned does the following. If you take a look, the radius is actually up to here, but we extend it past the rest material that we had by 1 millimeter, so we have a smoother surface between one pass to the next, where the other one finished off before, and this one is starting. In our next recording, we'll be doing a finish pass on the outside.